Hey everybody, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Tammy Talks here. Let's talk Love and Hip Hop. I want to say Love and Marriage. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 10, Episode 14, Get Off My Jock. If you're brand new to my channel, I do breakdowns of various TV shows, both scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. So if you enjoy the type of content, hit the subscribe button, thumbs up the video, all that good stuff, alright? So this episode starts off with Coke and Rashida. Everybody's walking in to see a performance by Rennie Rucci. So Rashida said that she wants to work smarter, not harder. Sierra says she is still with Eric, but the relationship is rocky. She feels that her girls aren't there for her like she is with everyone else, and she's not getting along with her sisters. So she's stressing over that. Erica says she just wants to nurture who she is and get back to life being easy. She never had to force anything in life. She don't want to have to do that now. Curly says she's focused on her money, her business, and her daughter. So Rennie gets off stage after Sierra comes out, gives her flowers and all that stuff, because apparently Rennie and Sierra are friends. They've connected, clicked. Now they're besties that Sierra is, announcing her at the club. So Rennie comes over to the group and she's wearing two engagement rings, one on each hand, because can I do it? It's hard. One on each hand, okay? Because her fiance wants her to remember that she's engaged at all times. So if you're looking at her from the left, you'll see it. If you're looking at her from the right, you'll see it. So Sierra says to how she wants to get engaged. Her and Eric are now living together. They just bought a house, and I'm like, this makes no sense, Sierra. So you were dating BK, right? You were dating BK, and y'all were engaged like last year, and after that fizzled, now you started to date Eric and y'all have bought a house together. Sierra's getting on that Carly, where every season now she's in a new deep-seated relationship. So we've seen you go from shooter to she dated Scrap for a while, right? And then she's with BK and now Eric. Okay, girl. Erica tells Shekinah that she misses her. Spice has the #1 album for reggae in the world, so she's excited about that. So then Erica, Rashida, Spice, and Shekinah are sitting around talking, and they're asking Erica and Shekinah, how do y'all know each other? They said that at the family reunion, they got close, they bonded, and she's now the yin to her yang, all right? So Erica said that Safari's been lying about everything. He's still cheating on her. He's still messing around with her. He's still doing all this other stuff. Rashida asked, was it during their hiatus? Erica said it don't matter because they were still married. No, that does kind of matter. Because like Rashida said, if you tell him that you want a divorce and you filed for a divorce, he's going to start behaving as a divorced man. See, Erica thought Safari was going to chase her, and when he didn't, she took it personal, basically. So Rashida said that men don't like rejection. So when you reject a man, he's going to start acting out, which is what Safari did. Looks like someone's out there. Which is exactly what Safari did. So we pan over to Jack. Him and Kendra are now planning their wedding. It has been postponed, I guess, a couple of times because of COVID. But now they've decided that in the next 3 weeks, they're going to go ahead and get married. But Kendra doesn't have a wedding dress because she said that they were supposed to get married in St. Croix, St. Lucia. And she feels like you can't wear your same island dress in Atlanta. I agree. But I also feel like you probably should have gotten it. Never mind. It don't even matter. So Jack and his groomsmen don't have tuxes. Tuxes are going to be a little easier for the men to get, as opposed to you finding a wedding dress and getting it tailored and fitted and all that stuff within 3 weeks. But Kendra wants to use Jack's twin daughters as the flower girls. She sent a DM to the girl's mother. The girl's mother has not yet responded. Jack does not understand, why did you DM her? Because it's making it seem as if they don't have like a good relationship at the moment. He said that he Because he's paying for this wedding and wants to do everything kind of, himself, he is spending more time working, less time actually spending time with family, and that's kind of taking a toll. So he's kind of getting into it with baby mama because of that. So she then mentions that Kendra, that Carly was not invited. Jack doesn't care. Jack is like, why would she be invited? There's absolutely no reason for Carly Red to be at our wedding anyways. Just because everybody is now on good terms does not mean that Carly needs to be at the wedding. So we pan over to Spice. Spice is doing a collab with Mama Africa. I'm not gonna tell y'all, I thought that was Yandy dancing when she had her hair up. I said, look at Yandy. And when they got closer, I said, that's not her. The way I laughed at myself because I dead ass thought that that was Yandy. However, she's telling her friend Mita, who works in the industry, that she got invited to Jack's wedding. Mita makes a face. So Spice points out that she knows that Mita and Jack used to mess around, and she's wondering what this face is. She was also with Mita the other day and heard Jack calls her. So call her. So she kind of feels like she was put in the middle in this moment, and she doesn't like how it's making her feel. You're not put in the middle. Because, like, are you Jack's friend? Are you Kendra's friend? Like, why do you feel like you're being put in the middle? That part I don't get. So we see Safari. Safari said he wants to get back into music. So Safari's at some dance lesson. He's working. He's rehearsing for something. He feels that getting married and having kids hindered his creativity. He feels that getting married and having kids, things that he said he wanted, hindered his creativity, and he wants to get back to just making music and having fun. Safari's a child. Safari doesn't want to grow up. He wants to sit around and party all the time, and because that's not what he's able to do as a married man with now 2 children, he doesn't want to do it anymore. So he tells Kirk, because Kirk and Mendices come into the rehearsal, that, since Kirk was once the most hated guy at one time in the world because of, I think it was when he had that baby on Rashida, he wants advice to know how to handle it because Safari said that everybody hates him now. And Kirk was like, I think you're bouncing back a little quicker than I did. So Mendices asked, how's it going with the baby? Safari said that Erica was mad at him and as a result changed the baby's middle name without telling him. I don't want to hear nothing about what Rashida and I don't hear nothing about what Erica and Safari got going on in their relationship, because that is truly petty if she did in fact change that baby's middle name out of spite. Was his middle name like a family name of Safari's or something? What is going on? So we panned over to Sierra. So Sierra owns this house with Eric. They bought this house together, and they've been it's been causing issues within their marriage because they're working on getting it remodeled. So Sierra's mad because Eric has a room for the gym. Sierra said that she needs that big ass room for her glam. She said that she's a Barbie doll. She's a glam girl. And she wants her glam team to have all the space in the world for when they come in to get her ready to go to her events and all this other stuff. So she goes to Eric and tells him that this room is plenty big for all that equipment that Eric had in there. Eric said no, it's not big enough. Sierra feels that she doesn't want that small ass room and it's not fair. Eric asks, is this how things are going to be when they get married? Because if that's the case, he don't want to get married. Sierra says, well, fine, don't marry me then. Sierra said that she feels that he just wants to have control. He tells her that she is projecting whatever is going on with her onto him. Sierra says in her confessional that Eric calls her bossy and that she does not, now she says she doesn't feel comfortable in the new house. Her mom is drinking more. She doesn't know why. She thinks she's stressed. Her little sisters are not talking to her. Her business numbers are fluctuating. She's stressed and she feels like nobody cares. Welcome to adult life, Sierra. Welcome to adult life. But I mean, you being stressed that your business numbers are fluctuating, girl, we are still in a pandemic. Whether people want to acknowledge it or not, we are still in a pandemic. Your numbers are going to fluctuate. Inflation is out of control right now. People probably don't have the same money that they did to spend on your business. You will bounce back. Give it some time. But Sierra whining about that room, knowing damn well that he can't take all them ellipticals and weights and shit that he has and put it into that little room. Stop it. Stop it. Tear down the wall somewhere else and then build up your room, Sierra. But y'all arguing about this is petty. It's honestly petty. So then we have Jack. He's out trying on different Texas. He mentions that Scrappy, who seems to be going through something, said he can no longer be in the wedding. I guess Scrappy and Bam were having some issues. Scrappy felt that he needed to focus his attention more so on his wife. Richie Dollars, I don't know if Rich lives in Atlanta now or is Rich on the show now. Is Rich just there? We know that Rich was like one of the people that managed and kind of discovered Jack when he was on Bad Boy. They've built a friendship during that time. So there he's just asking, Jack, are you ready for the wedding? Is this something you're ready for? Blah, 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 whatever the case. Spice. She kind of kicking it as she shows up to Spice's house and she kind of wants to throw a party for Spice because her album 10 is in the top reggae album. Mita also told her when she met with her earlier that she submitted her to the Grammy board to get nominated for a Grammy Award. So Spice tells Shekinah that Jack and Mita used to date and have been messing around for like 13 years. Mita says that she stopped messing around with Jack 2 years ago. Shekinah said that Spice is bogus because she knew and kept it a secret. Spice said, I don't know who my friend is talking to. That's not my business. Now, Spice told us earlier when she met with Mita that her and Mita were like really good friends. She was one of her best friends. They have a great relationship. Now she's saying that they're just business friends. Don't try to backpedal, Spice. If you and that woman are cool and y'all have a nice working relationship, then y'all have a nice working relationship. I mean, then y'all are friends. But like, don't try to make it seem as if y'all aren't really friends now because you found out she doing some fugazi shit. So Shekinah said that Spice said she thought Jack and Mita broke up, years ago. And she said maybe it's not true, but she wants Shekinah to meet Mita so that maybe she can ask her about Jack. And I said, this is messy as fuck. Ask your friend, are you still messing with this dude? He's about to get married. You need to stop that shit and call it a day. That's literally all you have to say. And in that respect, you have said your part, Spice. Right? You have said your part. So Spice has this party, or she kind of throws this party for Spice, and Carly's new face looks a mess. Carly didn't make nan facial expression. Carly wanted to smile and it came out very Joker-esque. Carly didn't need to do that. She didn't need to do that, and it's kind of sad that she did do that. So she kind of asks Sierra about BK. She tells her that she's no longer with BK. She don't know what's going on with him. Spice and her dude came in with these matching baby shower Burberry shirts on. And Sierra blurts out that she's a bridesmaid in Jack's wedding. And I said, girl, why? Are you friends with Kendra? But whatever. So Spice introduces Carly and Mita as the two that slept with Jack. And I'm like, what type of shit is that? So they're like, yeah, Mita used to sleep with Jack too. And it's like, don't introduce me as somebody that I used to sleep with. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. So Carly then said that she just saw Jack recently because she jumped out the cake at his bachelor party. And it's like Carly has no shame. Carly has no sense of embarrassment. Why did you jump out that man's cake? So they then talk about how Kirk then mentions how at the party when Carly did jump out and she hugged Jack, how he noticed that his hand grazed down her ass. And then Carly is like, yeah, and Jack whispered in my ear that he wanted to know if I was going to come back, I guess, come back to the back with him or something like that. So Carly kind of sort of somewhat insinuated that her and Jack might have messed around that night. And Mita said that she's been dating Jack since 2008, 2009, 2010, and she goes all the way up to 2021. Sierra keeps screaming out, I'm a bridesmaid, I'm a bridesmaid. So Sierra was like, why did y'all even invite me to this knowing that I'm in this girl's wedding? Now I feel like I'm in the middle. Why are you her bridesmaids anyways? You are not friends with Kendra. Let me know how you guys felt about this episode. Do we like Love and Hip Hop still? What is going on? Because the only Love and Hip Hop I want to see is Hollywood, and I don't think that's coming back. Hop in the comments down below. Catch you guys in the next one.